Guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'll be talking about the cardinal signs in astrology. But before we get into this video, I'd like you guys to like this video, subscribe, don't forget to click that bell icon so you never miss the astrological facts, and of course share and comment as usual. Now, before we get into this video, also, I'd like you guys to watch my previous video that I made on the same topic called Modes in Astrology, Mutable, Fixed, Cardinal. It's on the same topic, so that video will help you a lot with feedback and information about the same topic. So I definitely just remind you to look at that video before you look at this video, okay? Now, just for you guys who don't know what they are yet, you know, the modes and everything like that, here's a brief memorization of what they are. So modes are qualities in astrology. They are the true thing that makes a zodiac sign a zodiac sign. Now, of course, you have to take in mind the elements in astrology. Of course, they also go into count when it comes to, you know, the characteristics of each sign. But the modes are something that makes the sign itself. Now, of course, each sign can be the same, seeing that they have the same modes or the same elements. We'll see how, take for instance, like a fire sign, say Aries is a cardinal sign, but they also have a fire sign as their element. But also remember, you say Sagittarius and Leo is kind of like the same as Aries, but it's different because Sagittarius is a mutable sign, but they are a fire sign, and Leo is a fixed sign, but they are a fire sign. So you get it? So Aries is the cardinal fire sign. Sagittarius is the mutable fire sign, and Leo is the fixed fire sign. So basically, in other words, it's just different characteristics of each element, and how each element, so to speak, really, like, you know, I guess puts in action how they work, how they operate, you know. I'll talk more about that in the rest of the videos, but in this one, let's just talk about the cardinal signs. Now, the cardinal signs, that would be Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Now, another thing you have to know is that each mode, they either start, or they're in the middle, or they end all the seasons. So the cardinal signs being the first one, they start each season. So Aries starts the first of spring, the spring equinox, which is March 21st. Then Cancer kicks off summer, the summer solstice, which is June 21st. And then Libra kicks off autumn, which is the autumn equinox, which is September 23rd. And finally, Capricorn kicks off the winter solstice, which is December 22nd. Okay, so now we know all about that. Let's now talk about the characteristics of the cardinal signs. So cardinal signs are usually very, well, obviously being the first, they are always known for starting things. They're always known for being the leaders, the natural born mother and father. They are really responsible, and they always push themselves to be the like, you know, to teach people how to follow the true image, so to speak. They are just known to be the natural born people that you're supposed to follow, and you know, without the cardinal signs, I don't think anyone would be here, because they start all the signs. They start the seasons. So really count on the cardinal signs to really like push you to be the best that you can, because they are the leaders of the zodiac signs. Now, let me go through it briefly, what I mean by each sign and how each cardinal signs activates and how they put into action their leadership. So now, first, Aries. Now, Aries, from birth, they are known to be a natural born leader. It's their destiny, basically. It's like almost like they instinctively know that they're supposed to be a leader before they even become one. So it's just like something that's just there. With Aries, they are known to be the leader of the entire zodiac. They take it in their heart to be a leader. It's their true passion. It's how they think, and it's how they move with their day-to-day life. So you'll see, like I said, how they're ambitious, how they are confident, and how they tend to think that they can sometimes be better than other people. But also Aries, their real duty and responsibility, and what they're trying to strive through in life when it comes to leadership is just to teach people how to take up leadership themselves, how to teach people how to be the best version of themselves that they can be. Because Aries is all about pushing people, and Aries is also all about, you know, making people operate quicker, just like how they should, and just like how they were meant to be in life. Just teaching people how to be the natural born leader that they were meant to be. And so, yeah, Aries does play a huge role in astrology because of this. So you have to give it to Aries for teaching people how to be real leaders and things like that. Now, when it comes to Capricorn, they are usually the leader, and they have the responsibility of, well, the material world. They are really all about finance and just being like the boss of everything. So you'll see how a key word for them would be authoritarian, because, well, they love to be the authority, and they are, well, from birth, they instinctively know that they're meant to be respectful, diligent, and they should have an abundance of self-control. It's like almost like they're taught to act this way, even though their parents didn't even teach them to act this way. So you'll just see how naturally a Capricorn has this diligent and this proper way about them, how they act. And so basically what Capricorn duty is to be the authoritarian of the zodiac, and also to be the boss, and also to teach people finance, and to teach people about the materialistic world, and how we should just put in fruit. Remember, Capricorn is an earth sign. Put in fruit, and then you get you put in a seed, and then you get great fruit. That's basically what they're teaching. And when it comes to Libra, well, Libra being the air cardinal sign, they are really all about communication. They are the most communicative air sign, because remember, Cardinal is all about putting things into action. It's all about being on the top, being the domineering one. So Libra is all about peace and balance in this world. Without Libra, there will not be, like, you know, any relationships. There will not be any, like, friendships. There just be people, you know, breaking other people's hearts. There would just be people turning their back on one another. So you have to also hand it to Libra for this. Libra's leadership and duty is really all about, you know, keeping the universe in check with unity and love, and just passion and grace. That's their real duty. So you'll see how a Libra is communicative in this way, that they are very welcoming. They love to make people feel good. They are like a big warm pillow. They are comforting and things like that, and all that corny, sappy stuff. I'm just kidding, but like, yeah, that's just them. You'll see how maybe they don't really like to get into confrontation a lot of times, because they don't like to offend anybody. That's just them. They try their best to be nice and kind to people, but if you take that for granted, then you'll see how maybe they'll tell you off, and maybe they'll get mad at you for it and things like that. Not to say that they're clingy, because you could kind of save that stuff for Cancer. But so yeah, just take their welcoming energy and take their happiness for a good thing. Don't ever take it for granted. Now, when it comes to Cancer, their leadership and responsibility is usually by operating with emotions and feelings. They are known as the nurturers and protectors of this zodiac family tree. So what Cancer's real duty is that to keep everyone's ego, emotions, and what they truly feel like, and their comfort zone really in check. They are the biggest, and I mean the biggest water sign when it comes to putting into action real emotions and feelings. So you'll see how maybe if you bruise their ego too bad, or you break their heart really bad, or you make their feelings, just feel like crap, that you'll see how they just always cry all the time. They have to let all their pain and aggression out. It's just their way of, making themselves feel better. So I would totally consider not trying to hurt a Cancer's feelings, or not trying to pull them out of their comfort zone a little bit too hard, because it might bite you in the butt, and also might bite them in the butt sooner or later. Now, although a Cancer might be a bit soft at first sight, or there might be like a little bit of low offense, still remember you have to take in mind they are the nurturers of this zodiac family tree, and so usually they'll do anything to keep their loved ones in check. So if you go around hurting a Cancer's loved ones, you'll see how that true crab comes out, and then that's when the action starts to happen. So don't go around hurting a Cancer's loved one, because remember, they're all about keeping their loved ones protected. And so yeah, basically that's all the duties of each cardinal sign, and how they are supposed to operate and put into action what they're meant to do when they were born and things like that. Now let's talk about the final step, which is each sign and how they operate based on their element. Now, Aries is the fire cardinal sign. So they usually operate in a more bubbly, radiant, and more spontaneous way. So you'll see how, like a cardinal sign, they get things done very quickly. They are just way too quick. They are diligent. They keep their head on, just like that ram. They are very courageous, and they are very creative as well, just like how fire is. And so Aries also, by the way, being the fire cardinal sign, they are the most cardinal sign out there. That probably doesn't make any sense. What I mean by that is that, well, they are a cardinal sign that shares the most cardinal energy. That's what I'm talking about. Because we have to remember, they are ruled by the planet Mars, and it's all about action. Like, remember, cardinal is about putting things into action. And so you'll see how both being a fire sign with Mars and cardinal, they will be the biggest person in the world when it comes to putting things into action, and just being the most radiant and the most bubbliest and the most lively person that they can be. Now it comes to Capricorn. Capricorn is the earth cardinal sign. So usually they're not as radiant or bubbly as Aries. They usually are more relaxed like earth is, and they're more swift with their movements and how they act as well. So usually they tend to get things done quicker, yeah, but what they do is that they plant their own seed, and then they'll get fruit out of that themselves. What I mean by this is that they tend to not take a lot of advice from other people, and they just like to think of it as if I can do this thing by myself without any help. And so you see how they stay in their own corner doing their work, their responsibilities, and what they need to do on their own. And then come to think of it, they finish it all, and you didn't even know that they didn't even need any help. And so that's how Capricorns, that's how they operate. Yet so, still Capricorns, they don't brag. They don't really have a big of an ego. They just, like I said, remember, they're diligent and they have self-control. So they do it with respect and honor, and in the most achieving manner ever. And just with like, with like the best respect ever. So now when it comes to Libra, they are the air cardinal sign. So like I said, they're communicative. Their full duty is to communicate. So basically all they do is just communicate and operate with love. They do that a lot. They just operate by, maybe doing you a good deed, maybe getting you something, you know, making you feel like you're accepted, making you feel welcome, like I said. And then when it comes to Cancer, they are the water cardinal sign. So with Cancer, they operate with emotions and feelings, like I said. So usually they're able to tell a person's emotions and feelings easier, maybe easier than Pisces. And so this is why maybe a Cancer is very relatable to other people, because they could just easily just read how people feel in the time without even them trying to say anything ever. And they just know how to help you through those feelings, and they know how to help you get through them if you are feeling terrible, or you know, if you're not feeling the best, or you're going through a lot. So basically what I'm trying to say, all four of these cardinal signs help people, and they respond with total action. The first word on their mind is always action. No thinking, just put things into action. And so accept all their leadership, respect and expect leadership from these signs, because what they're really trying to do, their full duty is to grow up each sign, is to grow up all the signs into to the best version of themselves. Remember, they are known as the mother and father of the signs, remember? And really, yeah, and that's pretty much it, all you need to know about the cardinal signs. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was interesting. Sorry if I may stutter here and again, because, well, let me just tell you, although I'm a bit used to being on the camera, I'm just naturally the stuttery and jittery person, when I tend to like blab things out all the time. Yeah. So yeah. But anyways, like this video, subscribe, don't forget to click that bell icon so you never miss actual facts. And also, yeah, share with all your friends and everyone you know. Comments, good comments, by the way. And yeah, stay cosmic.